in the worst place I've ever been, thinking I'm never gonna get back to where I was at. It made me resent him, it made me resent seeing his face, it made me not want to go online, it made me not want to open up YouTube. It would just put me in a bad place.
Jeff Wittek accuses David Dobrik of abandoning him after his accident. YouTuber EDP445 gets caught in 4K being a creep, and America's #1 villain Jake Paul angers an entire arena of UFC fans. We've got a triple header news story for you all today, but first, if you could be ever so kind and show some love by tapping that like button, it really helps us from being shadow banned by YouTube. I know, but that's a conversation for another day. And with that out of the way, let's begin. So first things first, let's talk about Jake Paul showing up to the recent UFC event and causing quite the stir as one would expect. Recently, Jake posted a TikTok video where he hinted that his intentions were to anger MMA fans. In addition to this, he also wanted to call attention to UFC boss Dana White not paying his fighters enough.
You just knocked out a UFC fighter and the whole MMA world hates you. What should you do today? Piss them off more? Or say you're sorry?
Piss them off.
He actually got the entire crowd to start chanting Jake Paul at UFC 261 in Florida. On top of that, he had a crazy confrontation with former UFC champ Daniel Cormier. Shortly after the event at a press conference, Dana was asked by reporters if he would ever promote an event with the YouTuber. Dana White was not at all happy with Jake's name being brought up yet again and said, "He ain't fighting in the UFC. You're getting me talking about this guy again. He's getting hand-picked opponents and God knows what else is going on with that thing. There's a market for that. That's not what I do, not what I do." In response, Jake Paul retaliated and called Dana out for skimping on a bet. In the post, he said, "Dana, you claimed you would bet $1 million on me losing, set up Askren to train with Freddie Roach, gave him full access to UFC PI, and he still got his handed to him. Seems like you are the real douche, not Ariel. In my third fight, I made more in total pay than any fighter in UFC history. Maybe it's time to pay your fighters their fair share. No wonder they all want to get into boxing. Dana, you say you make the fights fans want to see, so hurry up and make Jones versus Ngannou. Pay them their fair share. $10 million purse for each guy, plus pay-per-view. Why are UFC fighters so underpaid versus boxers? Why did I make more in my third fight than all but two, Khabib and Conor, UFC fighters have in history? I know why." I believe he is insinuating that Dana is taking most of the money, and other UFC fighters are taking notice of this as well. US soldier and former UFC and Strikeforce fighter Tim Kennedy weighed in on the situation and quote tweeted Paul's tweet saying, "Never in my life did I ever think I would agree with this dude in anything, but he is spot on." In other news, YouTuber EDP445, who has 2 million subscribers, was recently caught trying to meet up with a minor. His real name is Brian Moreland, and another YouTuber known for filming these sting operations recently released footage catching the YouTuber in 4K. Quite literally.
Climbed through her window, you said you want to punish her, you sent graphic photos, you asked for graphic photos, and here you are, walking to the apartment.
They even catch him admitting to the crime on camera, which I mean, kudos to these guys for being able to stop a predator before he victimizes an innocent person.
I have a phone, a pen in my pocket, right? Okay. And you threatened, by the way. You threatened the 13-year-old. I did. I have a phone up in my pocket.
Bryant had initially shot to fame when he became known as the loud Philadelphia Eagles fan who would release rants about his team. Following this video coming out, the Bakersfield police have confirmed that they will be investigating the matter. However, as of right now, no charges have been laid. Strangely enough, though, the day before the sting took place, EDP had posted a video on his second channel saying that he was going to be deleting every video on his main channel. So clearly he knew that the jig was almost up. This isn't even the first time that he's been accused of this as well. Previously, he was accused of talking to underage girls by YouTuber Cold Raven, who created a series of videos accusing Moreland of messaging them on Instagram, even posting screenshots of their interactions with Cold Raven pretending to be the underage girl himself. Regardless of charges being laid or not right now, it's certainly safe to say that his YouTube career is done. Now, in our last bit of news, we need to talk about the latest episode of Jeff Wittek's documentary. Jeff is now accusing David Dobrik of abandoning him after the near-fatal accident that Dobrik was responsible for. That excavator stunt for David's vlog nearly killed Jeff, and a doctor confirmed that it could have even cut his right eye in half, potentially killing him.
Which is the other way would have killed me.
If it had gone the other way, it would have cut the big blast nuts on you, would have died. Yeah.
Oh, that was going so fast.
Dude, you could have died so easy. That is insane.
Fortunately, that didn't happen, but either way, this whole mess of a situation has left viewers furious with David Dobrik, with many calling the YouTuber irresponsible for risking his friend's life in such a way. However, that pales in comparison to the recent details that he turned his back on Jeff throughout the recovery process.
How he feels he didn't know what to do to be there for you.
He almost died, Jonah.
All you had to do was come check on me, talk to me man to man in person, and that's it.
This new revelation, if you will, has certainly left fans feeling more bitter towards David than ever before. With that though, let's check out some of your comments from the video titled, Top 5 Celebrities with Conservatorships You Didn't Know About. Peachy Panda 28 says, I feel like Amanda's needs more attention. Like Brittany's, her mother is horrible. It's crazy how awful people can be to their own family when money comes into play. yeah, whenever money comes into play, it certainly makes things like super messy, and I feel terrible for her situation, hence that video needing to come out. Mustang Sally says, I cringed so hard at smash that like button that I had to stop watching. Sorry, just hate it that much. This hurts coming from Mustang Sally. My favorite song, my favorite car. I mean, we kind of say smash that like button ironically, if you will. It's really just to help the channel, you know, get out there so that more people find it and join the potato kingdom, but you do whatever you want. Here's Chica says, if money is in play, then some people don't care about their family members the same way. It definitely, like I said, changes the way that people look at each other once money becomes a huge factor like that. I mean, millions upon millions of dollars, and she was famous from so young, so God knows how long this has been going on for. Lunkett says, smashed like. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Nola Ray says, unless you have something like Alzheimer's that has left you totally unable to care for yourself, then these permanent conservatorships for things like drug use and mental illness are absolutely grotesque. It's fine to have restrictions until the person can get help, but there is zero reason for people in their 20s and 30s to be totally controlled. It's sick. It certainly is sick in some situations. I understand in certain scenarios, but like you said, until they get help. Like, there needs to be a certain point like, hey, I've gotten therapy, I'm off on drugs, and I'm sober now. Like, can I be a human? Can I be an adult? It's ridiculous. But hey, we're gonna keep raising awareness to it, and hopefully something changes. But either way, guys, that has been today's video. I'm sorry about this drilling. These are just the perks for working at home, I guess. I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy, YouTube. It's ridiculous. But hey, we're gonna keep raising awareness to it, and hopefully something changes. I'm gonna do that again, because I don't know what that sound is. Somebody just drilling? Oh my God. Okay, I'm just gonna end it with the drilling thing, because I don't know when this is gonna end. But either way, let's do that again.